Hi, this is Fern. Welcome back to my channel, FML Diversified, where you get all different types of content. And we've been talking about starting a business to make ends meet. We've also been talking about being homeless. I've been there before, too many times. And then the last time I was homeless, I made a vow to myself, we ain't gonna do this no more unless we have a key in our hand. Now, there's different reasons for homelessness. So some homelessness can be by choice, because people don't want to deal with the bills. Some homeless can be by happenstance, where people just didn't pay their rent. And then there's the homelessness where the rent goes so high that you can't afford it. And the latter one, that is where you can't afford it, is the one that we're going to talk about today. How to meet that rent when that rent goes up high. Now, high is different levels. It can be 25. Sometimes people can't squeeze the $25 in there, $100, even thousands of dollars. It doesn't make it right. Now, there's a few things I'm going to go over real quick with you that can help you in this time of the indecision. Well, what do you do? One, some people decide to go and they move in with relatives. That's a sticky and a tough situation, because I've been there many times. It's not a fun time. Yet at the same time, if you have to do it, just be prepared, be mindful, set a goal, in and out. You're not going to linger in somebody else's house, but just make sure, especially if you have children, that you keep them in order and you don't let them just run in somebody else's house. So it's for a time, for a duration, keep things tight, and so that you can still maneuver. You might still have to go to work. So just be mindful who's going to watch over your children. Please be mindful of that. And that's a whole nother topic, but just make sure that if a relative is going to babysit, that you keep your children, have good communication with your children, see what went on in the child's day. If they seem like something's going off, then, really, press the child to let you know what's going on. So that's a tough situation. So that's another thing. We'll get into it another time. So right now, also, if you're trying to make in your situation where it's like the landlord says that you have till the end of the month, so it's like, what do you do? I would tell anybody right now what I didn't know before: pray. People say, "My pray." The word pray means to ask. A-S-K, ask. Ask God. And someone say, well, I don't see God. Where is God? God's omnipresent, because God made the world. Whether you're a believer or unbeliever, the fact is that you need a solution to your problem. So I would go with the latter of, I'm going to ask God. I'm going to ask God, what do I do now in this situation that has come upon me? And I may have that conversation. Lord, I need help. I need help to find a solution, because either God can touch his heart or her heart to give you an extension, or he can open doors. It might be into a shelter. That's not a good place to go. Yeah, at the same time, if you have to go somewhere and you have children, keep it tight. Keep them tight, keep them in order. Some people go to their cars. That's another tight situation. So we can go through all of that on the ladder, but just be mindful that there's ways that you can make that extra money if you have other options where you can work with the landlord to try to go up little by little, maybe pay them in increments until you can find another space. Everybody's not going up on rents, because there's people who don't understand. So even if you have to go into one room or share a room, see if you can talk to and this is a tight situation, to somebody who has children who might be considered. You don't want a roommate with a partier. That's what you don't want. You want to monitor the situation and just ask around, and just keep looking, keep praying. Don't stop praying, because when you start praying and you're asking God, God will make a way. He will make a way out of no way. I've seen God do the impossible. So I'm saying to you is use wisdom. If you have to go, just pray. Work, try to make get as much money as you can. And if the kids are older, maybe they could start doing odd ends. Maybe you could take in maybe press clothes or do people's laundries. Those who have cars, maybe do Uber. But build your business little by little. If you're going to do something and you have to do it on the side, do an excellent job at it until you can take and make a way to take and get those things in order. So don't be discouraged. Start reading your Bible. For those who don't read a Bible, who don't have a Bible, on the app, there's Bible apps. There's words of encouragement. Keep your spirit up. Do not go into depression because that's what the enemy wants. Even if you don't believe that there's a devil, there's a devil. There's something negative in the atmosphere that's not good, that's working against you, or you could be working against yourself. You have to make better choices and better decisions. So I would encourage you to really begin to look around you and say, what can I do to make extra money? Remember, I was saying that you can go to the flea markets, you can give people rides, you can do people's laundry, you can do meal prep, you could do different things like that to take and get your monies together, because nobody wants to be homeless. And homeless isn't always outside. It can be not having your apartment, but like I said at the beginning, you have to move in with someone. So just remember, try to keep the person, whomever you might move in with, keep them informed of your progress, updated. Get up if you leave during the day. If you have to come back in, then you come back in the ladder, quiet, keep things clean. Don't move people's furniture around. I've seen people move in with people, move their house around, be up walking through the night. The person is used to a certain way of their home being run. Also, you pay, you say, well, how much do you want? They say nothing, don't worry about it. Put money on the table. You put it in their hand or on the table when they're there. Do not put it in a loved one's hand. Do not give it to Joe. Do not give it to the husband, the wife. If you made arrangements with that person, that's the person whose hand you put the money in. I don't care if it's a relative, because they have to pay their bills. They're being kind enough to let you come into their house. Make sure that they get something. If there's food, make sure you have your own food set aside. Do not eat other people's food. Don't eat up nobody's food. That's the biggest thing you could do, to have somebody want you to get out, eating their food. It's not your food. You come in with your own little goodies. Don't eat it in front of their children. Like I come in with my son. Do not bring other people into people's houses. Don't do that. You're only there for a season. In, out. That's it. Let's get out as quickly as possible, because you're there for a season because you became homeless. Now I'm talking to those people who want to still make it during this transition. I'm not talking to those who just hang out on other people. This is for people who are trying to make a way to a better day, a better life for themselves and for their children. So you can do it. You can make it. Find those other little things. Cut coupons. You can save money there. If you don't know what coupons are, I'm going to be talking more about coupon shopping, so you can save money. Don't spend up all your money. Begin to collect your money so that you can make that move, but still you're going to have to give somebody, wherever you're staying, you're going to have to pay them something. But I want you to know you can do it. Again, my name is Fern from FML Diversify. Come back, learn how to grow, develop, especially for the younger generation. A lot of you are just finding yourself out the door. You didn't think this was going to happen. You may not think the landlord was going to tell you to go. They say no go game, and they say no time for joking. Let's get it together, go forward, and have a great life. We can do it. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.